giant monsters, whole neighborhoods reduced to dust. A Dwayne Johnson as subtle as a deltoid masked with creatine? No doubt, sunny days are back and the time of blockbusters of mass destruction has come. GOGOLZILLA on paper, Rampage, Out of Control had all of the product wrapped up as I Push You, responding to the desires of a Hollywood industry looking for 80s stamp brands. Hence this adaptation from behind the Fagos who intends to turn into blockbuster the eponymous destruction game, the summary principle and the embryonic plot, more or less fallen into oblivion. Against all odds, this ode to the breakup of apocalyptic aneurysm is much better than its genesis, and imposes itself as a condensed pleasure raw and candid. The success of the project is mainly due to the work done by Brad Peyton, propelled master. After packing San Andreas, condensed porn destruction rather well received and successful at the box office. We find here the rigor that presided over his previous film, in which already officiated Dwayne Johnson. Not only does Rampage multiply the extremely spectacular sequences, without even reaching the bar of the 2 hours of footage, but it has the good idea to particularly treat these attacks of operatic fury. As disproportionate or devastating as the action, it always remains impeccably readable. Better still, each scene unleashing on the screen, the animal chaos offers us a succession of carefully composed shots, where jubilant games of scale and amount of winks from Gorgo, the monster of the lost times, mix with each other. To King Kong or Godzilla, Peyton was clearly the perfect candidate for the project as evidenced by the excellent technique of the whole. At a time when the accelerated manufacture of super blockbusters is synonymous with special effects roughly finalized, we appreciate the finesse of all the effects and the care provided in the rendering of monsters. Picking Dwayne Rampage, Out of Control certainly scores points when you ravage a zoo, sprays a plane or trampled Chicago, but the footage is also surprising in the management of his tone, much less sanitized than expected. Surprisingly violent for a PG-13 production, the ripped-off members rain down, when the guts of cartoons and supporting roles do not repaint the scenery. The film touches on the label the uninhibited style of a certain cinema of entertainment, where graphic bursts coexisted with a good-natured adrenaline. Here and there are pure horrifying projections, which ideally accommodate other much brighter passages and popcorn. Especially during the appearances of Malin Ackerman, perfect as a devilish capitalist-minded genetic manipulation. The work of photography is no stranger to this success, Jaren present component to golden light that elegantly dress the structures and textures that the narrative likes to twist or explode. The only real disappointment of this pomegranate donut, the performance of Dwayne Johnson, who appears less and less convincing as he continues to decline a unique character as functional as Badass. We understand that the star wants to duplicate the recipe of a Schwarzenegger, who had found a persona overlooking all his characters to become a brand. But where his illustrious predecessor was defined by specific attributes, it is in negative that the Johnsonian hero is conceived. Ageless hero, hero without conviction, hero without trauma, hero without sex, to the point of literally relegating jokes below the belt to his acolyte. He is only a Playmobil inflated with carnivorous yak hormones, totally disembodied, unable to affix any soul in a blockbuster that would happen very well of him.